Hello, welcome to the Higher Vibes channel. My name is DJ, and today I am going to be talking about how I started my jewelry business at the age of 25, okay? It doesn't matter what age you start. I just want to tell a little bit about what my jewelry business is and kind of just how I started, kind of what went wrong, and kind of where I'm at right now. My brand is called Higher Vibes, and it is these lovely crystal necklaces that you see on my neck. So I learned how to wire wrap crystals. I got into crystals. I was researching how to do it because crystals was a great way for me to start meditating or just use them to help me with meditation. And I like the idea of crystals, and I like the idea of like a natural energy from the earth. But I didn't want to just keep the crystals in my pocket because I lose stuff. I can lose stuff really quickly. And I was like, if I just keep these crystals in my pocket, then they're going to get lost. So I was like, what's a better way? There must be a way people do something to their crystals that way that they can keep a better hold of them and to use them more efficiently. So I researched how to, other things you can do with your crystals, found out about wire wrapping, and then from wire wrapping, I got my first set of wire, and I got some elastic cord. And once I started getting my crystals, I started just practicing on how to wire wrap. And eventually I got pretty good at it. Right? In June of 2019, I was like 2 years out of college, and I was working in a corporate office. I didn't like it. Like, it just was not, I feel like it took away my creativity. I didn't really care for the work that I was doing. Every day, it kind of just felt like it was just getting harder and harder to do. And I was like, if this is the life that I'm supposed to be living after college, this is not it. And in June of 2019, I had a spiritual awakening. So my whole perspective on life, how I'm supposed to live, what I wanted to do, it all just changed so drastically. I was 3 months, I went without a job because I ended up quitting the corporate job that I didn't like. And I just took those 3 months to just explore myself and what I really wanted and who I really was, because I think it's not talked about enough how when kids get out of school, you are conditioned to believe that the world or the society is gonna be a certain way and your life is gonna go a certain way. And when it doesn't go the way that they told you it was gonna go, and it doesn't feel the way you want it, you're kind of like, shit, I just spent 4.5 years getting this degree to live this life that was supposed to be better for me, and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. It's not what you want. And so those 3 months were very critical for me, because not only was I learning more about my spirituality, learning more about who I was, the energy I possessed, I was also learning about this new creative side of me that I really never knew existed, or I never tampered with or played with before. And so this was all during those 3 months where I had no job. I was not working, I was not doing anything. I was reflecting over my life. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was crying. It was just such a rough time because I'd never been in that space, and I wasn't satisfied with my life after those 4.5 years of going for the degree, working a job, and I was like, I don't like this. So I felt like it was a waste of my time. But during those 3 months, I was exposed to a lot, and this new creativity, hence this wire wrapping and just other creative things, came to me, and I started to enjoy it a lot. So of course, when I finished wire wrapping my necklaces, I started wearing them, right? And then eventually I ended up getting a job. So I started just wearing them everywhere with me, right? I started wearing them everywhere. And then people start inquiring about the necklaces. They were like, oh, that's cute. Who did it, or where'd you get it from? They start asking me where I got it from. And I was like, oh, I made these. I made it. And I wire wrapped it, and they were so intrigued because they really liked the way they were wrapped. And at this point, I had put my own unique touch on the wire wrapping. I just kind of made my own little unique way of how to wire wrap that I liked. But other people really enjoyed it. And everywhere I went, people always asked me, oh, the necklace is so cute. Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get it from? And I had no intentions of selling anything in the beginning because it was just something that I enjoyed for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't trying to exploit every creative thing that I like to do. And initially, that's the reason why I probably didn't start it in the beginning, because I felt like, hey, like I just want something for myself. Like this is just for me. This is something I enjoy. But I realized that, you know, this is something that can help other people like me, right? So there are other people who have crystals who, you know, would like to wear them or would like to bring it on the go or etc. But they don't know how to wire wrap, or they don't know the best way to do it. And I could be that for them. And I realized that it's not about exploiting my creativity, but it's about sharing my talent or creativity with the world, with other people around me. So after so many people, you know, just inquiring about the necklaces, and a lot of people are like, you should sell them because I have somebody who would really love it, or I would really love something like that. I was like, okay, I took it as a sign that I need to start something. So Higher Vibes is what I started, and I got the name for it because, especially during my spiritual awakening, I was just in a high vibe, like just a higher elevation, a higher mind, a higher thinking, a higher vibe. And so I wanted to name it Higher Vibes because, to me, when I initially found out about crystals and I was making these necklaces, I was in an elevated mindset. I was in a higher vibe. So initially I did try to sell on Etsy first. So I did try to sell on Etsy. When I first started, I did try to sell on Etsy. And there were a lot of mistakes that I made, but I think I'm gonna make that another video because that could be a whole nother story about the like top mistakes that I made when I first started. But I did try to sell on Etsy first, but I ended up didn't like it because it's way too competitive. The fees that they take out are horrendous. I mean, it's really, really bad. And I couldn't brand anything, you know, so your picture would just have to be enough, and there are a million pictures of wire wrap necklaces, and so there's nothing unique or special about what you made when there is so many options for somebody to choose from. And it's just so hard to initially start up on there. You have people who've had thousands of orders, who people are going to automatically, you know, most likely shop from the company who has 1,000 orders already versus somebody who has 0. And I had other things going on, so when I first started on Etsy, I kind of just put it up on there, but I didn't brand, I didn't market, I didn't really put myself out there. And then I eventually ended up closing my Etsy, and I kind of did that about a couple times. And I opened it up, then I closed it, then I opened it up, then I closed it. And I was like, well, maybe you're not really into this trying to sell these necklaces things. But now, I'm at a space where I don't just see it as a trying to sell necklaces thing. This is an extension of myself, especially my spiritual self. So I just see it as something that I want to share with other spiritual people in the world, and it's a talent or a gift that was called upon me during one of the most critical, most important times of my life, when I had my spiritual awakening. And I feel like it came to me for a reason, and so I don't want that reason to go down the drain or to not be utilized because I'm not putting in my work, I'm not putting in my part or doing my part. So Higher Vibes, if you guys are interested in this, or you know, if you just want to talk more about crystals and wire wrapping, I am the girl. Okay, it's Higher Vibes. You can follow, you can actually, I'll put it in the description below. You can go check out my website. It is www.shophighervibes.com. And all social medias is just Shop Higher Vibes. So of course, Higher Vibes was taken everywhere. So I was like, okay, I'll say Shop Higher Vibes, right? So Shop Higher Vibes is my website. The cloud theme is my brand because we are in the clouds. We are high. We're elevated. You know, and it means just in a higher energy, a higher frequency, just in a higher protectance. and I could probably show you guys some of the pieces that I do have. So let me actually do that. The clear quartz. Right now I'm offering clear quartz, rose quartz, and amethyst. I kind of had a little struggle because there's so many crystals and stones to choose from, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna just start off with 3 like most popular ones. So then we have the, ta-da! We have the amethyst, and you can either you can get it in rose gold or silver. So I do have amethyst wrapped in silver and not just this rose gold color, but that is that one. They don't all look the same because I hand pick each stone. I do cleanse the energy using sage and lavender. And you know, stones vary in color and size. The wrapping it's gonna be different for each stone, but it's my own unique way. This is the rose quartz one in a gold. I'm just really excited to share Higher Vibes, shop Higher Vibes with everybody, and hopefully you guys, you know, would like to follow me on my journey. This channel is just really gonna be about, you know, things that I'm learning as I'm continuing my jewelry business, packaging, shipping, building a brand, building awareness. And hopefully you guys are up to hearing about and learning about those things with me. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate anybody who's watching, and I am very excited to connect with people here. In the description, I'll put social medias, I'll put my website, and if you guys have any questions, please, please, please feel free to leave in the comments or email me about it, and I will get to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.